talking about 5 ways that you can brighten up your day, get yourself back on track and into an optimistic state of being. First and foremost, you have to understand that life is going to happen. This is not something that can be avoided. You can try your best to avoid it, but just is the way that it is. And these things are not always necessarily good or bad. Many of them are life lessons for us to learn from and to grow from. So we have to shift our mindset, and when bad things happen in life, we have to understand that it presents us with an opportunity to be able to overcome. And how we react to them is determined by us. And in how we react to them, it can either be very intense, we're resistant, and we're angry, and we're upset, and or we can shift our mindset and what am I supposed to learn from this? What am I meant to learn? Now, once you have learned these things, it then also gives you a level of wisdom. So I guess this would be number 2. So when you have the wisdom and understanding that life is going to happen and you've been through things, it then gives you a confidence into the next set of experiences that you're going into. So confidence is really important. So confidence can be gained through past experiences, or it could come from a place of just knowing that things are going to work out and be good. Now, when you put yourself into this state of being, you're not triggering the body's fight or flight and being scared, and your mind is more open and creative to opportunities around you. What we want to do is we want to make sure that we are open to life experiences that will teach us things. Sometimes they may be challenging, difficult. Sometimes they may break us. So in this transformation, it is like the caterpillar going into the cocoon and being wrapped and spending that time and coming out and transforming into the butterfly. So number 3, life is going to help you to transform, evolve, and grow. You don't have to be resistant to it. The more fluid you are and less resistant you are to the lessons of life, the more open and being a willing participant, understanding that you're a student and meant to learn and go through spiritual growth and expansion. So instead of it's like, why me? Why is life always challenging me? It's like, no, what am I meant to learn from these experiences? What skill sets do I have? What have I been through that is similar? And how can I get through this and still be a positive and optimistic person? That's really the zen of it, is going through the experiences and not having to make you, I'm angry, I'm bitter, it's meant to build up the fortitude and inner peace and knowing. So when you have this knowing, it then gives you an assuredness and confidence as you're going through life experiences. So anytime life tries to throw you off track, you have that confidence and assuredness that, one, it's an experience you're meant to learn from and grow from. You also have the prior experiences and wisdom to be able to get through things. And if it is something new, you also have the creativity, skill set, and mindset to be able to get through it. Understanding that you can have compassion and patience with yourself. When you have compassion and patience with yourself, this allows for you to be gentle. You remove the expectation of the way that things should be. Remove the expectation of how things should be and open up yourself to the infinite possibilities of what could be. Patience in the growth process. Patience in things moving along and moving towards the betterment, even though that things don't necessarily look like they may seem that way externally. But things are moving towards a greater good as we advance, and sometimes mankind will go through these different challenges and hiccups, but for the most part, we're moving forward in a positive way. So we have to stay positive and optimistic, because once we start to internalize the negative feelings, then we start to feel down and why this, woe is me, and you're centered into the problems. What you should be doing is focusing on the solutions and the possibilities and coming from these things with a place of creativity. Work on those things that are of the mindset, because once you develop a disciplined mindset and you have the awareness and knowing, it then allows for you not to be resistant to when life is testing you. When life tests you, you've studied, you know, you get it. So you're able to get through the tests without having to cheat, without having to, lie your way through it, because you can't lie on life tests. And what I mean by this is they'll come up again and they'll test you. And if you didn't really learn the first lesson, then you'll go through the lesson over and over and over again. So it's really imperative for you to get the lessons, not be resistant, be optimistic. Some people choose to be pessimistic realist, and that doesn't work, because then you're always looking at things on the negative side of things. Yes, this may give you a preparedness for like, what if this happens? But then you're also spending a lot of brain power, resources, and energy on things that don't happen, versus to focus on the possibilities of things that could happen, which give you a space for creativity of then having influence to make those things happen, because you've then conceptualized it, versus to the person who's thinking of the things that could happen negatively, but then they never happen. So they spent that time conceptualizing the things that aren't going to happen, versus to the optimistic person that's conceptualizing the reality that could happen. So it's very important to choose a mindset that you want to operate in, because those mindsets are going to also affect your body and how you interact with the world and universe around you. So this is a very broad topic. I hope that this was insightful. Like, share, and subscribe in order to learn more on this topic as I break it down further from different angles. And I'm wishing you all the best. This is Adrian from Life Gardening Tools. Peace, light, and love.